because I'm in an evaluation contest in 2 weeks. So I'm going to try a different format. What I saw, what I heard, and what I felt about your speech. And we'll see how it goes. What I saw in you, your goal was to inspire us. That was the purpose of that 10th speech, to inspire your audience. And what I saw was you were passionate about preparing and being involved in Toastmasters and running back to it when we don't know when we're going to speak the next time. You were passionate about that, and that was good. What I saw when you first came up here, I couldn't figure out if you were scared or if you were just pulling yourself together. But you came up here and you sort of stood here for a second, kind of got yourself together, laid your notebook down, had your cards out. Now I'm ready to start talking. And that's much better than engaging mouth and not engaging brain, which some of us can do sometimes. You took time to sort of settle yourself, take command, and now you're ready to talk. What did I hear? I heard good volume. Competing with these blowers, I didn't have any trouble hearing you and understanding you. You looked a little anxious and uncomfortable. Maybe you sounded a little anxious and uncomfortable at the beginning, like, how am I going to get this started? When you finally got into the meat of it, of inspiring us, then you were moving along and clipping along, okay? So if I was going to give you something to work on, I would say go back and work on that introduction. We used to have a joke, have your introduction memorized, your conclusion memorized, and the rest of the stuff in between you make up. And you can almost get by with that. If you have a really good tight introduction and a really good close, then the stuff in between, you sort of tap dance through and it all works out. How did it make me feel? I really enjoyed the last half of it. The first half of it, I wondered where you were going and what you were going to inspire us to do. So that goes back to having a really well-constructed introduction. And in the middle of it, you just tap dance. So that's what I saw, what I heard, and how I felt. Thoroughly enjoyed your speech, Mr. General.
Amount of time I had did the evaluators do on time?
Mr. General Evaluator, both the evaluators qualified, Bascom at 3:21 and Carroll at 3:06.
Did you all vote for the best evaluator in your opinion and test it to Sarah for tabulation? Now evaluate the evaluators. So in my mind, the evaluation portion of the Toastmasters meeting is one of the more difficult. Both our evaluators tonight really hit the nail on the head. Basco admitted that he wasn't sugarcoating things, and he did. I think Larry appreciated it.
I do. I truly do.
And Carol tried a new technique tonight. What she heard, what she felt, what she saw.
I'm going to have to get used to that, but
for my part, I thought that was the perfect.
Yeah, that's great.
I thought it was perfect. I do. I did hear Bascom summarize, Carol. So when it comes back, remember to summarize. It's 15 points on the scale. It's just there for the take.
do you really need to use the word in summary or in conclusion?
If you don't trumpet it, the judges won't catch it.
They won't see it, okay.
Yeah, you're saying.
Trumpet it, set it apart. And what I heard, what I saw, what I felt doesn't win you points in an evaluation contest right now.
You don't say that, you just do it.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay,
Yeah, you want to do an affirmation sandwich,
okay.
but focus on. I just said been judging too long. I'm sorry. I'll shut up. Sorry, Roger.
No, I need the information. I keep telling
Good
you.
information.
Yeah.
Now, Leonard, how do we do on the grammarian side of things?
I was listening for figures of speech, and there were a lot of them. I'll give you a couple of highlights. Sarah said, well, it's like waiting for a red light. And I also heard her say that, actually, the taste of fresh mountain wine is like, man, what's not fresh? It is that. Shedrick said, you don't want to cross me. He said, cross me. I thought one of the best that I heard tonight was when Bascom said that he would like to be seen as a package of style and grace wrapped up in dignity. That is just a perfect picture. Nice and done. It'd be a good one for us to pick up and use that and change some of the 3 words in there. Like Larry, when you mentioned that women don't want to be in the spotlight, you know, obviously using the word spotlight, and then not letting people see it.
Right.
Michael said, I'm full of excuses. That's kind of neat. And you might want to put some final touches on an event and a lot of honeydews. Everybody knows what that one is. How about a chip off the old block? Now that's sort of could be almost thought of as a cliche, but we haven't heard that one in a long time, so I give you credit for that one. That's good. Roger used the phrase that both evaluators hit the nail on the head. So that's Bascom, when you described the speech, you said you'd let it fall flat on the floor. Now that is a perfect figure of speech. Picture what you were talking about. And sugarcoating anything won't get you where you want to go. I like those. And Carol used the phrase, a retreaded Toastmaster. I hope I haven't been sardonic when I gave those, but that is the way it came across to me. Mr. General Evaluator.
Trey, how do we do on the arcana? I'm going to pull on you to the lexicology report last, so we'll all have a chance to use the word sardonic.
Everyone seemed to do well. I didn't catch too many words that we don't want to use. And everyone qualified for it. And let's acknowledge it.
Not yet. Carol, now you do the listener report.
Listener questions. Think back to table topics, and Leonard was asked, what is he passionate about? And in a short one, what was his answer?
Waking up.
Meeting and talking to people. Well, that too.
Waking up and meeting people. Bascom. How did Bascom want to be remembered?
Good father, good grandfather, good husband.
Okay, go ahead.
Class.
Okay. Larry, in his speech, I just got a nod. What's the purpose of his nonprofit?
Battered women. Help battered women.
Help battered women?
Make
Okay.
money and support themselves.
Yeah, teach them a new skill.
Teach them a new skill, okay? And Michael, in his speech, why is he back at Toastmasters?
Get another public speaking opportunity.
Okay.
Immediate need. Immediate people. Now, Trey, lexicology report if you will.
Everybody, the word of the day was?
Sardonic.
Okay. I have to admit, this is the first time I did the word, so I did neglect to actually count how many people were saying and how many times they were saying it, so I apologize. But everybody qualified, everybody said sardonic. I believe Leonard said it the most, but I'm not certain. So I apologize again, but I'll elect Leonard for the winner for tonight.
Now, can we have a vote for the best helper? We should pass that to Sarah for tabulation. As you know, Leonard and I are registered parliamentarians. I want you to know the parliamentary procedure is a yawner. However, it is a proven fact that colonies of chimpanzees are much more peaceful after parliamentary procedure is introduced to them.
Good to know. you been one of those chimpanzee instructors?
Oh, man, I tell you, they're easy. And could you vote for the best of the big three? Big three is the Toastmasters, that would be Tracy McCall. David Lowell's master would be Cedric. That was your first time, Cedric, right?
Yes.
Yes. And me as the general manager. And that's throwing the meeting back to our president, Tracy McCall, and Toastmasters.
Thank you, Roger. I must say, fellow Toastmasters, that I look at the agenda and I note the time of 7:45, and I look at my clock that says 7:45.